ladies and gentlemen, next comic come to stage. Very funny dude. Put your hands together for Mr. Mike Pugh.
Okay, well, like that announcer dude said, my name is Mike Pugh, and I always hated the first day of school when the teacher took attendance. All the kids would say, P-U, what's that smell? And I've been called Pepe La Pew, puke, pubotic, puberty, you name it, big nose. I've heard them all. And all right, and a good friend of mine, his last name is Stanky, and do you believe that Stanky had the nerve to make fun of Pugh? So I told him, hey man, I'd rather be a Pugh any day than a Stanky. And just recently we opened up our own law firm. It's called Stanky Pugh Associates. And our motto is, come to Stanky Pugh, we got our shit together. And, you know, in our society, we use a lot of words that really don't make a whole lot of sense to me. Like, for example, the word suck. How did suck ever come to mean a bad thing? Like, if your wife or girlfriend sucked, you wouldn't consider that bad, would you? Or if you purchased a vacuum cleaner and you plugged it in and it didn't suck, well, you'd return it because that would suck. And then Rudy is always telling me to go suck a lemon. I'm not exactly sure what that means. Maybe I don't want to know. And what about these smartphones? Everybody has a smartphone nowadays. So I began to wonder, what kind of ringtone would the Pope have? Would his be the Rock of Ages? Or would he have Hallelujah, Hallelujah? Or would he have like All Eyes on Me by Tupac Shakur or something like that, you know? And I know I've put on a little bit of weight lately, but it really pisses me off when my friends start talking about some NFL football player, and they tell me, oh, he's so big, he weighs 250 pounds, and I tell them, well, what do you mean? That's what I weigh. And they're like, yeah, but he's solid muscle. And I am so indecisive. I have trouble making decisions. Would you believe the other day I flipped a coin and that bitch landed on the edge? A few years ago, I lived in this really redneck community. They call it Central Florida. And boy, let me tell you, it was really redneck. A good way to pay them a compliment was to tell them, hey man, nice tooth. And my boss at the time, he was this guy named Warren. And Warren was never happy. He was always complaining. He said, I hate cell phones, and I hate dogs, and I hate it when people are late to work. So one day I came back from lunch a little bit late, and I told him, hey man, I had to call my dog on the cell phone and give him my love. And then he had the nerve to accuse me of giving him high blood pressure. It's like, I wish I had that power. And another thing Warren said, he said when he was at work, he thought about how lousy his home life was. And then when he was at home, he thought about how lousy his work was. And then when it came time for us to clock out, he was like, I don't even want to go home. And I said, I'm no psychologist or anything, but I think you need a change, dude. And a lot of people say a Swiss Army knife is a very convenient and practical thing to have, and they're right. But personally, I prefer this. This works as a low-tech PA system.
With your deep shit coat to Stanky Pugh.
And it also works as a great beer bong. Blah, 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 blah. And then when you're all done, it serves as a fantastic portable toilet. Just make sure you do it in that order. Ugh, you. All right, well, thank you. On that note, that's all I have for you tonight.